Good evening, everybody. This is Kelvin's Kitchen. Of course, I'm Kelvin. On Mondays, I cook for my family. It's my day off as well, so what I do is I decide to cook something new every Monday. Sometimes it may be some original stuff, some things it may be new. Sometimes out of my capabilities, but I still try anyway. Today I'm going to be cooking a roast. I don't know if you can see in the for the out of the crock pot. I'm going to be cooking that, following these simple instructions. I have everything almost prepped over here in preparation for me making this roast. So all I just got to do is just clean the roast here, season it with a little bit of salt, pepper, some lemon pepper, and cut up the vegetables that I have behind me. I'm also going to sear it, probably about 5 minutes on each side to kind of speed up the cooking process as well, and to save the flavor. I'm also going to, like I said, sear it, throw it in the crock pot, and it's going to be less time for we can sit down and get to eat as a family once my family gets home around 5 o'clock. You guys can watch me go to work, watch my kitchen magic. Yes, I have. I'm not sure how many pounds this is. It looks like this is a 3-pound roast that I'm getting ready to clean off here and season. I'm not really sure if everybody cleans their meat before they cook it. I'm not really sure if that's what you need to do. I had some friends tell me that there's no need to clean your meat because you're going to be cooking it right off. In my family growing up, cleaning your meat was always a priority of what you had to do. All right, we got some of this lemon pepper that we're getting ready to put on it. Also some Lars, you can't go without the Lars. And some salt and pepper. We're gonna go lighter on the salt since we used a little bit more of the lemon pepper and Lars. And I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that in. And I'm about to turn it over and do it to the other side as well. And I'm about to rub it in. Once again, this recipe that I'm following is for a 3-pound roast. It's stated that it's going to take about 9 hours of slow cooking time. Like I said, I don't really have that much time, so I'm going to, like I said, sear it to speed up the process. I'm going to turn the stove on right now, put a little bit of vegetable oil in it, and get it going. And while I'm waiting for this to come up to temperature, I'm going to cut all the vegetables that need to go in. They want you to have 2 whole cut carrots. I actually got the little carrots in a little pack. They want you to have 3 potatoes. I'm actually going to cut up 4. They also want you to have this onion soup recipe that I have here in this box from Lipton. I'm going to go ahead and open that, pour that in with the 1 cup of water, and that will be the whole process of it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands here. Yes, I have 2 cutting boards. I guess I washed my hands too prematurely. But I have 2 cutting boards in our family. We have the white one for the meat, and we have the white and orange tab for all of our vegetables, so that we won't do any cross-contamination. All right, my hands are thoroughly clean. I'm going to grab some paper towels that I have in the corner that you guys can't see. I'm going to, like I said, dry my hands off and get the vegetables cut up. I already rinsed everything off. I just have to get my knife out and actually start cutting. So I love this big knife here. And growing up, when I was still in high school. I used to work for a restaurant in South Bend called Hacienda off on Portage Road, and they're the ones that actually taught me how to cut up my vegetables where I look somewhat like a pro doing it. They said that you need to cut these up in cubes and throw it in the crock pot. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to probably make my cubes a little bit smaller. Just a little bit smaller. All right. Put them there to the side, and we're going to do us another one. All right. I'll cube it down a little bit more because it was a bigger potato. I wish I had all the fancy lingo and language, but you know, I'm just an amateur doing this cooking here. It's not one of my first loves, but since my wife likes me to cook, and since Sundays and Mondays are my days off, and I go to church on Sundays, so I really don't have the opportunity to cook on Sundays. So my wife does that on Sundays and through the rest of the week. I know growing up with my dad, when I moved into my dad's house, and our grandmother was right down the street. Whenever we came home from school and we went trying to watch Dragon Ball Z, you know, that was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Still one of my favorite anime TV shows now. We used to watch Emerald Lagasse, and one of his famous sayings was, "Bam! We're going to kick it up a notch." And that always stuck with me. Probably I can't see saying that now because he probably has that some type of copywritten. So we're just going to keep that to a minimum over here. All right, we got some of the potatoes here. I'm going to put a little bit in so that we can still have the roast touch the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and cut our onion up as well. I'm going to leave them fairly thick. And I'm going to throw some of them in there as well. Alright, let's go ahead and open our carrots up. We don't have to cut these at all, but I will be rinsing them off. I'm not sure if they're pre-washed before they come in here. I don't see it on there, so I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, wash them all myself. Pretty sure there was a better way of getting these carrots out and washing them. Once again, I'm an amateur, and I'm going to go ahead and just toss them on in there like that. Go ahead and open this one up as well. I actually feel kind of corny. I'm just sitting here in the kitchen by myself recording this, and I have no one actually to really talk to because I'm not really getting any feedback. I would have my son in the kitchen with me helping me out, at least asking questions and I can answer it. I don't really have any feedback. So I guess once I upload this video to YouTube, that maybe you guys be able to put in the comment section, what do you like, what am I doing wrong? Just give me pointers on to what to do if this is your expertise in cooking. Alright, it looks like the oven is, probably add another carrots to it. Looks like the stove top is ready for me to sear our roast here. It's a good thing I cleaned my sink before I put anything else in after I cleaned the roast. Take a little bit more out of there, like I said, so we can have it touch. It's also calling for 1 cup of water that I already have here to put in there. Also, to put the seasoning onion soup in here as well. For some reason it doesn't want to open. Alright. So I have it in there. Before I cut the celery up, I can just use that to stir it all around. The beets getting out another utensil and have to clean it. And I can just do that since it's going to go in there anyway once I cut it up. I haven't decided what I'm going to have for the side yet for this. Maybe when my wife gets home, she'll be able to let me know. But right now, it's time for me to bring this bad boy on over. And sear it. Yeah, you hear that nice sizzle going on. So I'm going to let that sizzle for, like I said, about maybe 3 to 4 minutes. And let it sizzle. Then I'm going to flip it on over and put it in a crock pot so that we can have these delicious eats. I may do a time lapse on the cameras here. I have actually two, one here and one there. To get better angles of it, I probably should have put another one on the corner so you can see more of me. But like I said, once again, once you guys see it, once I upload it, you better give me feedback on what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing something right, if it's funny, if it's hilarious. I don't really know, but you guys better give me that feedback from what I'm doing here wrong, if I'm doing it right or wrong. Go ahead and put my seasonings up while I'm waiting. As I'm thinking about it, I wonder if there's any like vegan recipe that people have out there where they cook some type of vegan roast. I don't know what type of roast it would be, some tofu. I don't really know. But it'd be kind of neat to be able to see somebody give me some feedback on that as well. If there's some type of tofu roast that you can eat. I know there's a lot of different substitute meat things out there that you can try to make it look similar and probably taste probably the same as what the actual beef products are. See if I have my tongs in here. I actually do. Take a peek at it real quick. Oh yeah, sitting in there real nicely there. I don't know if you guys can actually hear this sizzle. I don't know if the volume's up that night. Maybe I might invest in some type of Bluetooth microphone if they have such a thing. And so you guys be able to hear me better while I'm in the actual kitchen cooking. Like I said, if this actually was to be successful, I will invest in it. Because you guys would obviously like what I'm doing and be able to watch it every Monday when I don't have to work. And one of the other things that I hate doing is actually cleaning up. So I actually clean out the dishwasher before I got started so that once I get done cooking everything, I can throw it all in the dishwasher. We'll rinse it out first, throw it all in the dishwasher because I hate washing dishes, and my wife hates that. I leave stuff on the counter, tops one after I get done, and she has to come home and clean it up. I don't know if anybody else has to deal with that with their wives that complain about it when they cook in the kitchen, that they get upset that they have to clean up after you get done cooking. All right, it's been about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip that over. So I don't know if you can see that it's nice and grilled and brown. Let me bring it into the camera here a little bit more. But you see it, nice and gold and brown here. I'm gonna go ahead and add some more oil to it for the other side. All right, just gonna drop that in there like so. All right. Okay, let's listen to it sizzle. See with the recipe if there's anything else I'm missing with the recipe. Alright, go back into the Chromebook here. Looks like I'm not missing anything. I'm about to go ahead and rinse off my cutting board. So like I said, I can just throw it in the dishwasher once I'm done. I was going to, probably will stab it to let some of the flavors get into it deeper when I have it in a crock pot. Sizzling it up real nice, guys. Real nice. We have our local produce store around here is Kroger. That's where we went shopping just a few days ago to get everything that we needed for today. And that is the roast products. That is all of the vegetables that we have here. Also using our Hamilton Beach Crockpot. It's been working for us forever. We love it, especially when you can actually just set it and leave home, come back, and your meal is perfectly done for you. Like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing here once I have to go pick up my children here before 3 o'clock. Alright, it's been about 34 minutes on this side as well. Go ahead and turn this on off. Like I said, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's most definitely sizzling. Alright, just going to go ahead and lay that on in there on top of the vegetables and all. Or maybe I should have had it touching the bottom of the crock pot to go ahead and cook faster. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to move the vegetables around here so that I can accomplish that. It tells you in the instructions how to make it and put everything together, but I don't know if didn't read in there that it told me that I had to make sure the meat is touching an actual ceramic, I believe is what this is here. Alright. Cool, I got the vegetables there now. I'm going to go ahead and drop some more vegetables on top of it. Almost lost the cube. I probably Probably should have sauteed my vegetables as well. That would have probably been nice for a faster cooking time as well. I plan on eating by 5:30, 6 o'clock. It's right now 2:30 right now. So we have a little bit under 4 hours to get this going. Should I say a little bit under 3 hours? All right. Let's go ahead and check my recipe to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Should have had my iPad recording as well. That would probably gave me 3 views that I could have edited and put on my YouTube channel as well. I'm thinking about naming it Kelvin's Kitchen. Hopefully no one has that YouTube name already and I'll be able to use that. Alright, looks like I followed all of my instructions. Looks like I'm good to go. Like I said, I'm going to probably do some other activities around the house real quick. Put the camera in time lapse. Come back, check on you guys while I'm sitting here recording as well. I'm probably just going to be just using this bottom camera that I... Hey, what's going on, guys? Coming back in, checking back in. I'm actually getting little snacks ready. I have a 1-year-old daughter. She loves these little puff things. It's for her snack. And then my son, I didn't have any, I guess I could give him an apple, but that seems kind of, since he's not eating actual dinner, to give some type of fruit or vegetable. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give him some chips that I have, some Ruffles, put it in the bag. I just found out I'm gonna be picking up his best friend from school too as well. He's gonna be at my house for a little bit. So I gotta get him a snack too as well. All for the kids and the family at the house. Put you guys out, check in. The roast looks like it's cooking, like it's going. And once again, I'll be checking in back with you guys. So I'm getting ready to be leaving the house here pretty soon. It's 2:30 now. They got to be picked up before 3:20. So here in the next 10-15 minutes, I'm gonna be leaving the house. Go ahead and start this truck up. All right. Up, 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 up. Here's one of my kids, Kensington. Say hi. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? I know you got 2 cameras. You got one right there, and you got one right there. You wanna say hi? Say hi. There you go. High five. Good job. Yes. So here's one of my kids. The other ones are running around here somewhere. Plus KJ is my son's best friend. He's running around here. Like I said, you can hear him in the background. Pretty sure you can. But we're still cooking, all prepared. Roughly around 6:30. I'll be checking on it again to make sure that everything's good to go and ready to eat. Appreciate you guys still tuning in. And I will let you guys know what the outcome is. Hello everyone, I am back with Kelvin's Kitchen for the final product of the meal. I'm here to take it out, take a test and eat it. I thought I overcooked it earlier talking to my wife. It just happens that it had to slow cook a little bit more, and now it's starting to fall apart just like a roast beef should. So I'm gonna give you guys a look of it. And at it. Go ahead and look, it's falling apart. No effort. Yummy. Some good stuff. Here's what it is after I played around with it. I'm getting ready to put it on the plate for a presentation so everybody can see it. I have a lot of red utensils. That's one of my favorite colors. I don't know if it's so much my wife's favorite color, but it's one of mine. I'm going to use my fancy gold-plated plate that I love to use whenever I make a video. Before I left the house to go play basketball with one of my good friends, Ricky, that's also a pastor, the roast was kind of tough. My wife actually was making fun of me that it was tough. I didn't know it had to sit longer than it did. I thought the time was perfect, but as I came back from playing basketball, maybe 1 or 2 extra hours, and the roast actually turned out wonderful. So now I don't have to hear my wife talk crazy to me or also tag and post anything on social media about how bad it was. But here it is. We're getting ready to take it upstairs, and she may get a reaction out of her. I don't know if she wants to be on camera or not. She may just, write a post or something about it. But everybody else, take it easy.